What's up, guys? The Buddy Hedges here, and today we're going to teach you about Gun Safety 101.
That's right. Happy Easter, first of all, to everybody.
Happy Easter!
Yeah, today is Good Friday. We're going to Grandma's for a big dinner this afternoon.
And an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, and an Easter egg hunt. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But today we had we're skipping our survival challenge for March because on our drives to school over the last few weeks, Parker and I have been talking a lot about some pretty serious subjects, some serious topics. So we wanted to get our own message out to everyone else, and that what it comes down to, I think, is gun control and gun safety 101. We will call this video. One of the things we've been talking about is Parker's been concerned and asking questions about some of the school shootings that have been happening down in the U.S. and it is growing cause for concern. So basically, what we wanted to talk about today is how to properly handle a firearm, what it is used for and what we shouldn't use it for, and how we deal with bullies. So as a kid, me growing up, I was very fortunate to have one of the finest shooters and most experienced hunters teach me these skills growing up, and that person being my dad. I have yet to this day been able to beat my dad at anything that involves shooting a bullseye. I've never been able to outshoot him. So I've always taken his lessons and his rules to heart. It's been drilled into my brain over the years. So we're going to go over them with you today. These are the same the same rules and regulations I've been teaching to Parker. Because in my opinion, and the opinion of most, you can write as many laws as you want on paper. You can try to control it legally and in the legislature as much as you can, but gun control and gun safety starts in one place, and that's right here. Teach them young, teach them safety, teach them respect, and as life goes on, as they become a more experienced hunter and more experienced shooter, he will remain safe and only use firearms what they're meant to be used for, what we mean to use them for, I should say. So growing up, I was always taught 3 basic rules, and with these 3 rules branches out into many different rules and safety procedures, but the 3 basic rules my dad taught me are very simple, and it's always worked for me, and it's worked for many other people, so that's what I've been teaching Parker. So we'll go through them right now. So Parker, what is rule number 1 when handling firearms?
Always treat the firearm like it's loaded.
And why do we do that?
So we don't...
To prevent any accidents.
To prevent any accidents.
And always make sure we point the gun in a safe direction, correct?
Yeah.
That's right. So rule number 1 is always treat a firearm like it's loaded. Even if you think or know that it's not loaded and there isn't a round in a chamber,
still
always treat it like it's loaded. Meaning always point it at the sky, always point it at the ground. We only point the gun at what?
Prey we intend to hunt and targets.
That's right. Rule number 2 is what, Parker?
Never point the gun at a person.
That is right. And why do we never point firearms at other people?
It's because it is murder and it is very wrong.
That is right. We shooting another person or shooting at another person or pointing a gun at another person is just wrong. Plain and simple, we never do it. We use firearms for hunting and target practice only. Never point a gun at another person under any circumstances whatsoever.
Just like at the beginning of the video, those are our targets.
That's right. Yeah, that was Parker shooting, by the way. He's actually very good. So rule number 3 is what, Parker?
Never look down the barrel of a firearm.
That is right. And why do we not do that?
Because you don't want to shoot yourself in the eye.
No, it's another basic rule to just prevent any unwanted accidents. And I've come to teach Parker that even when handling a Nerf gun, a water gun, a Nerf gun, an air rifle like we have right here, it does not matter what type of firearm it is or what kind of toy gun it is. You just always drill it into your brain that you never under any circumstances look down the barrel of a firearm. The easiest way...
Just like when I was younger, my friend, he looked down the barrel of my Nerf gun and he accidentally got shot in the eye with a Nerf gun.
Now a Nerf gun does seem typically to be harmless, does it not?
Yeah, but really it can be really harmless.
Some Nerf guns could hurt your eye pretty bad, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so under any circumstances, no matter what kind of firearm it is, you never look down the barrel of a firearm, right? What's the easiest way to check to see if a gun isn't loaded? Check the chamber. Just like that. Even though we know there isn't a pellet in there right now,
You still check the chamber
we still check the chamber. And even though we know it's not loaded, what do we treat it like?
like it is loaded.
Like rule number 1, always treat a firearm as if it is loaded. So with those 3 basic rules, they've always been very beneficial to me. Growing up where I grew up in Bancroft, Ontario, hunting is not a sport, it's not a hobby, it's a way of life. Everybody where I grew up, women, children, grandpas, grandmas, boys, girls, no matter what age, young or old, almost everyone is trained with firearms for hunting purposes, because that's just what we did. We hunt to provide for our family and to provide our family with healthy, organic, natural meat, right?
Venison.
That's
turkey,
right.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Although-
So most people that I grew up with, we do know people who have been involved in hunting accidents. We don't need to mention those specific accidents, but if you're watching this video, I'm sure you can think of a few people that we grew up with. Some have survived, and unfortunately, occasionally, sometimes hunting accidents may cause death. But if we follow those 3 basic rules,
Then you're safe.
nobody's ever going to get hurt, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever get hurt. Do we ever take a firearm to school?
No,
Why?
because firearms don't belong at school.
That's right. They do not belong at school. Any type of firearm, right? You
Not
don't
even a Nerf gun.
and not even a Nerf gun. They stay at home, right?
Yes.
That's the safest place for them, right?
Yes.
How do we handle bullies?
Use your words and make them your friend.
That's right. Well, what if a bully is trying to physically harm you? What if a bully's hitting you and pushing you down and trying to physically harm you?
You defend yourself.
That's right. You are well within your means to defend yourself. But that's only if a bully is trying to hurt you.
Yes.
Will I ever get you in trouble for trying to defend yourself?
No.
Absolutely not. Will I ever get you in trouble for being a bully?
Yes.
That is right. You can be anything you want in life.
Except for being a bully.
Yes, exactly. Do whatever you want. That's the great thing about this world, the great thing about this country, is that we can be whatever we want to be. That is our right. But you are not allowed to be a bully. That is right. What do we do when we see somebody who is being bullied?
Stand up for them.
Stand up for them.
Stand up for them.
Yes. And if that person is being picked on, what do we do?
What?
Make them our friend.
Make them a friend.
Right? You'd be surprised how much a helping hand can help another person. Just being nice and kind and just making them your buddy. You never know what kind of incident you might prevent. You may never know what kind of person that trouble, what kind of trouble they're going through in life, what their home life is like, right? It's not up to us to judge. It's up to us to be the better person and make those people our friends.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That is right. So very simple. You know, this is what I teach my son. Be a good person. Use firearms properly where they're supposed to be used.
Yep.
And no harm will ever come of anyone, will it?
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, happy hunting. Happy Easter. We're going to go back to target practicing.
Okay. Bye.
See you guys later. Nice shot, buddy. Getting it every time. Good job. Good job. Alright, Parker's got a little distance this time. See how he does. Nice! That was the top one.
Yeah.
Good job, man. That was wicked.
I'm gonna go with the side ones now.
Yeah. Alright, so these next 2 bottles are set up so they're kind of like moving targets. So Parker's got to time it out a little bit. Oh, you missed. That's okay. That's alright. Just try to time the wobble out. Okay? There you go. Nice. All right, one more, and then we'll go get ready to go to Grandma's. Yeah. Chocolate home cooking.
Uh-huh. Can't wait.
I know, me too. It will. Oh, you missed. Okay, we can't end with a miss. We gotta end with a no.
It's just impossible.
No, we gotta end with a hit.
Yes.
You going for the one on the right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that's moving the most. Oh!
Okay, I'm going for the left one. I'm good though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, you are,
How is
yeah.
everyone saying if I'm good or better than my dad?
Oh.
Seriously, comment down below if you think I'm better than my dad or if he's better than me.
Never seen me shoot before though.
That's why
Remember, there's wind, so aim to the right just a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
Nice. Good finish. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.